Thad Brown along with Dan Fates here at New Era Field, the scene of the crime, at least for this week, again for the Bills, a 41-9 loss against the Bears. Nate Peterman, Dan, got his fourth start, and he didn't finish the game, which is good. But I want you to rate his performance on a scale of 1 to 10. It's a sliding scale. 10 is 5 interceptions in one half, and 1 is like an average replacement level, normal NFL quarterback.
He's probably, I had him at a 6.5 because the offense, once again, inept at times. For most of the game, for 3.5 quarters besides one little drive, they're putting the defense in terrible positions. That's what's shooting them in the foot. The interceptions, while 2 of them may have been unlucky at times, still this is 5-yard outs from Nathan Peterman, and then he didn't seem to pull the trigger. Baffling at the end of the half, they want to take a shot. They don't want to go for a long field goal, so you're almost thinking of the Hail Mary, and then Peterman runs it for 23 yards. Just confusing again. Now he seems to be gun-shy, so we're not 5 interceptions bad, but we're far from a capable backup.
Yeah, I'm going to make that an 8. You know, and I want to defend Nathan Peterman. He's a great guy. I want him to do well. There was some decent things today, but there were receivers I thought he missed. And even the 2 interceptions that were unlucky. Look, the first one, Terrell Pryor's got a catch.
Correct.
But the second one, that's a short throw on 3rd and very short, I know, but I think he would have been short of the first down marker. He threw it into coverage. Yeah, he got a bad bounce, but you kind of get what you deserve when you make a throw like that. Now, offensively, it wasn't just the pass game, it was the run game. LaShawn McCoy, last 3 games, you tweeted this stat out, I think it's very telling, 24 yards on just 24 carries. Compare that to Chris Ivory, 151 yards on 29 carries. He's averaging 5 yards a pop. LaShawn's averaging 1 a pop.
Yeah.
Has LaShawn McCoy gone to the point now where the Bills can't depend on him as a bell cow running back?
I think we're approaching that. And I don't want to question his heart or anything like that or his effort, but he just doesn't seem like the same. He doesn't seem like the guy that's trying to chew up that extra 2 yards. He's always been that guy that's dancing in the hole. For people saying, well, he needs to run more north and south. That's not LaShawn McCoy, but it's the ability, it's his lack of ability to break a tackle, to find space. That's what's the most shocking thing. Last week, he kind of was very distraught talking to the media. He didn't even talk to the media today. He's a captain of the team. That speaks volumes to me that LaShawn McCoy's not there to answer the questions of an offense that's struggling.
He didn't talk during the week either, and as a captain, that is a responsibility that the guy should have. I'll tell you this, first 5 to 6 games this year on film, I thought McCoy looked like normal vintage McCoy. So this may just be a 1 or 2 or 3 game lull. I'm optimistic about him future-wise, but these last 3 games have been concerning for sure. Speaking of concerning, this is about a process. This is about a long-term build. And I think we all knew this year would be a step back. Now, it's not just a step back. The Bills have fallen off the ledge offensively backwards. How much now are you concerned about whether or not Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott can build this team, and specifically this offense, into something that will be legitimately playoff worthy?
What you said right there, it's the offense that has the biggest question mark. Can they find talent and evaluate talent and put pieces around what they hope to be their franchise quarterback in Josh Allen? It's so hard to not rush to judgment with this offense and their short-term struggles. But somebody needs to take the blame for this historically bad offense. And I think a lot of it needs to fall on McDermott and Brandon Beane for the pieces that they've put out there. It's getting to the point where while they don't want to say it, the defense is biting their tongue by saying, we're dividing. This seems like a locker room that is at a breaking point right now. This is a team that went to the playoffs last year, snapped this drought, and they've quickly become the butt of the joke again in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think the locker room is divided. I think the defense is kind of just resigned to the fact that this is what they're stuck with. And it is frustrating. It is angering for sure. The concern I have about Beane McDermott, not just what's gone bad this year. We know they're short pieces, they're short capital. But you look at the few offensive pieces they have authored. Deion Dawkins, Zay Jones, Josh Allen, really the quarterbacks in general. Zay's, maybe a 3rd receiver at best. Yeah. Deion Dawkins is all right, but he's all right. And I can't look at a single quarterback decision they've made and defend it. They've all been wrong.
And the future of where is this team going? If you are optimistic and say, well, they have the cap space, they have draft picks, they'll get better. Who is going to be around from this offense that they've already have put on this team that will be there next year? Like you said, those 3 guys, and who else? Yeah. Logan Thomas had a decent day today. Jason Kroom has shown flashes, but where is this offense going?
Yeah, Logan Thomas had a pretty stupid penalty today, too.
Absolutely.
Look, Deion Dawkins is the only guy you got on this offense that's going long-term. They're rebuilding this whole thing from scratch. They'll have to make their hay on that this offseason. For Dan, I'm Thad. Thanks for checking us out at RochesterFirst.com. We've got more Bills coverage. Keep it right here on this page.